Joining me now is Court to the left of your screen, Rafael in the middle, and Gabe on the right. Happy Father's Day, dads.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
And Gabe, especially nice to meet you. So Gabe, you are Puerto Rican, is that correct? Did I hear that right?
Yes.
There was a representative on the island of Puerto Rico who has been spreading, some of her homophobic propaganda, and she does it regularly in the House of Representatives. But one day recently, she held up a photo, and that photo happened to be of your family at a 2015 march, a celebration of not only gay pride, but the right to marry. When you found out that your image had been used in that way, I wonder what your reaction was.
You go first.
I mean, I felt really disappointed. It was just so sad because we were so joyous and we were so happy the fact that we were able to get married. We were so happy that we were able to, feel that we are a family and that people were going to recognize us as who we are. And we just felt so proud and it was so celebratory. And then this journalist asked us to take a picture and we were like, absolutely. And it was just, and she used it in such joy and love and shared it around the world. And it just hurts. It's,
having a child as a gay couple takes planning and it takes a lot of thought, right? And to have someone utilize the picture of our family in a way that is not what it's meant to represent is just hurtful. And it's not what we're trying to show our son, it's not what we're trying to show the world. And it is completely unacceptable.
And I think that my dads have the right to be gay.
What would you want to tell the legislator, Gabe, if you were to meet her, if she were to meet you and your family?
I want to tell her that what you do is rude and you're offending my family and also potentially my biological parents.
And also potentially your biological parents. Is that what you said?
Yes, they're from Puerto Rico too.
They're from Puerto Rico too. Gabe has been in your life since he was just a baby, right?
Yeah, we got him when he was about 5 weeks old. He showed up to us in our house. We were totally thrilled. We've been so excited about it, but never dreamed that he would be coming to us so quickly. And the opportunity presented itself. We were waiting for a call from foster care for for a very short amount of time. And all of a sudden we got a call and they told us about this perfect little 5-year-old baby that would be coming to our 5-week-old baby. It would be coming to our house, and it blew our world up. It was the most incredible thing that ever happened to us, and it just makes me so proud to have this little guy in our life.
So you both met, dads, as a flight attendant, and then you later became teachers. Court, you taught science. Rafael, you went on to be a principal, and then you guys left both of it. You took Gabe, you sold your house, and you essentially live on the ocean.
We've always loved traveling, and so we figured there's no better time than now to go on this adventure and help our son become a worldly child. And I think he's done all right. What do you think, Gabe?
Yeah.
Now, Gabe,
he's seen quite a bit.
Gabe, how do you go to school?
Well, my dad started homeschooling me when I got on the boat. I started when I was 7 years old.
I'll start with just letting you know we bought the boat in France. So we started our sailing adventure in the Mediterranean. Then where do we go? What countries did we visit? See if you remember.
Well, we started heading down towards Morocco. We went around there for a while. I think we went to
the Canary Islands.
That's right. Yeah.
And then we went into the Mediterranean. We actually went back to Morocco.
Yes.
And then into the Mediterranean. And it just blew our world. We love the Mediterranean.
Yeah, and we did.
It's amazing.
And in the Mediterranean, we did Gibraltar, we did Spain, we did Portugal, Italy, Sicily, Croatia, Greece, Sardinia. Turkey, Sardinia, and then just last year
we did Israel as well.
Oh, Israel, yeah. Off the boat, we decided to go to Israel and Egypt as well.
Want to learn more about religions, so we did that.
So you took some of your money and you bought a catamaran. Now, what do you do to make money while you're gallivanting around the globe?
When we were buying our boat, we decided, well, why don't we just get a 4-bedroom boat? Because we love people, we love hosting, we love our family, we love guests. So let's just do that. And we're like, well, if we get a new boat, we might be able to host people and they might be able to help us with our adventure as well. So ended up getting a brand new boat. We got a beautiful 46-foot Nautic. And then with those 2-3 extra rooms, we host people aboard. So they come aboard and they get to experience our life and actually become kind of our family and be part of us, who we are. And we show them a little bit about what we do. And then they also get to eat amazing food. They go paddleboarding, they get to go kayaking, enjoy this beautiful world with us and see kind of how we live life.
Who cooks?
I'm the chef on board.
Aha. Gabe, what's your job?
Entertaining.
Oh, okay. And Daddy Court? Daddy Court, what do you do?
I'm the captain aboard. So I'm the captain, and I do a lot of the cleaning and washing dishes.
Well, Court, you are from South Carolina, and Rafael, you are from South America, right?
Yeah, I'm originally from Brazil.
Originally from Brazil. What is it that you hope your son takes away from this wild adventure?
We hope that he learns to value people, regardless of where they come from. And we hope that he learns to love the world around him, because that's really what it's all about. I believe that life is a culmination of experiences, and we're trying to give him the ultimate experience. What do you hope, kid? What do you hope to get out of this journey? Yeah, like what are the things that you hope to get by the time you leave? What are the things that you're like, man, I hope that, what?
Well, I wanted to become an engineer because I feel like I have a very vivid imagination. And I wanted to go to MIT for college and also prove that skin tone doesn't really matter, just who we're on the inside.
Bravo, Gabe. Bravo. Wow. Dads, what do you think when you hear that?
That's as good as it gets for me. Yeah.
Sorry. I'm proud of him. And
And I think that was part of the reason we're here is we have this kid. We fought so hard to get him. And we were in New York City working our butts off. I was working 8 hours. He was working 10 hours, 14 hours a day. And we didn't get to spend any time with him. And we thought, well, like, what are we doing? Like, we work so hard for him. All we do is like pay other people to spend time with him. Not okay. So that's when we decided, part of the major reason we decided to do this, so we could spend time as a family and get to know our son.
When the legislator used your image in Puerto Rico to sort of defame gay people in general, there was a photojournalist named Juan Costa, who is a friend of mine and someone I respect immensely, who is joining us here. And Juan was the one who actually went and said, hey, I think I recognize that picture. Let me see if I can go find it. He found the image, found your names. I posted it on Instagram. Someone immediately said, whoa, wait a minute, I know them. I said, can you connect us? And voila, here we are. So for the sake of transparency, I wanted to bring on Juan, share his part of the story with everyone, and Juan, give you the opportunity to ask them a question or say whatever you'd like.
Yeah, I appreciate that very much, David, and thank you guys for the opportunity to get to actually know you. You know, not read about you, but actually see it with our own eyes. So I would like to know, as far as you are comfortable in sharing that information, how was that adoption process? How it came to be? How do you finally got to meet Gabe? Was it in Puerto Rico? Was it in the United States? You know, what details can you share about that and his background as a Puerto Rican?
Sure, can I go ahead and answer that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Gabe was a foster child, right? So his biological parents are Puerto Rican, but his biological parents lived in New York City. Okay. So with the foster system, as you might know, what happens is there's a child who needs to be placed in a different home, in a different setting. And so the child goes to a family right away, right? And so Gabe stayed in our care under the foster system for about 2 years. And then after the 2 years, then we were finally able to adopt him. His biological parents were never involved in his life when he was an infant. And, the foster care system and agency has to do their diligence in looking for the biological parents after the biological child is born for a certain amount of time until the court changes the ruling to go from family reunification to then the role of adoption, right? And that's where we come in. So we've always fostered Gabe. We made a point to go to every single court date, even though we didn't have to show the courts that we were actively involved in Gabe's life and that we wanted to adopt him. And so after a year of Gabe being in our care as a foster child, then the ruling changes to then now adoption, right? And because obviously we had been fostering Gabe since he left the hospital at 5 weeks old, then we were able to adopt him after that. What which told us is that his biological parents are Puerto Rican. And at the time when he was fostering, we knew that his biological mother was in New York City at the time, even though she was Puerto Rican. And our understanding is that his biological father is Puerto Rican and has a couple other children that live with him in Puerto Rico. I guess a couple other half siblings that we don't know of, or biological father that we don't know of either. And we have no record of him because when the mother gave birth to Gabriel, the biological father was not in the birth certificate. So we have no record of the biological father at all.
Do you regret that picture? Do you regret the moment that you said to that reporter, yes, take the picture. You guys, you gave your son a kiss. It was captured and the rest is obviously history. Do you regret that moment?
I don't regret that moment because there was so much love in that picture. There was so much love in that day. And the fact that someone is utilizing that picture in that way is completely unacceptable. And I wouldn't change that day. I wouldn't change what happened for anything in the world because this is all creating an opportunity to expose the bigotry, unfortunately, and let people know that we're not going to stand for it. It's completely unacceptable. We're a family built on love, and we expect people to accept that and love that.
I regret it.
Go ahead.
I mean, I just want to be truthful. I mean, I regret it because of the hurt that it caused. Like it caused a lot of hurt and it caused a lot of emotional turmoil for myself because I'm like, who are you to judge me and who are you to judge our family? And it's just culturally, it's totally acceptable in so many cultures. And if you have a mother kissing her son, that's okay. But then
if you have a straight father kissing your son or daughter, it's okay.
Oh, no problem. That's not anything. But with second you have two dads kissing a child, then that's not okay. And it's just so sad, the culture. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, Gabe, what did you think of Puerto Rico when you and your dads went pretty recently? I saw Culebra, San Juan. What did you think?
It's a nice town. I liked it. But when that picture, when I saw it, I realized that there were some nasty people in Puerto Rico. It changed my image a tiny bit.
Wow, I'm really sorry for that, man. And I know there's a lot of people that would tell you the same I'm gonna tell you now. There's nothing to be ashamed. And the picture for gay people like me, it means the world. And not just the fact that the picture exists and it creates a moment in which you can advocate for families like yours, but the fact that I got to meet you and to actually see the love and care that these two guys next to you have for you, that's just the best thing I can take away from this interview. So
Gabe, let me tell you this. Not everybody in Puerto Rico is like that. The vast majority and most every Puerto Rican person you will meet on the island is loving and tolerant and would celebrate you and your family. Trust me on that.
And we definitely met some wonderful people there. We hung out with a bunch of people that were just so wonderful and so caring. And this is just a little hiccup.
The final question is, what's your hope in terms of a takeaway for people after hearing this story?
I want people to understand that our family is not any different than anybody else's family.
I want people to take away understanding that gay people are wonderful people, and they're just trying to help. They just want to be part of things, and they're just really proud to have this opportunity to raise such an outstanding young man. And that love is love, and we love him, and that's what matters is love.
Happy Pride, family.
Thank you very much.
Pride, yes.
Love you guys.
And happy Father's Day, dads.
Thank
you very
so
much. I appreciate that.
And Juan, thank you for being a part of this.
No, thank you, David, for inviting
Thank you,
Thank you, Juan.